Hi, my name is Phil Donaldson and I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm going to be talking about recording the acoustic guitar. Generally speaking, acoustic guitar pickups aren't suitable for recording purposes. They're good for live amplification when you're playing live, but in a recording studio you're going to get better results if you go with a condenser microphone. Before we talk about the microphone selection and placement and things like that, one thing that will actually make a difference to the sound is the pick that you use. So a soft pick will be good for rhythmic parts, and a harder pick will be good for lead solo parts. The room is also a big factor, and you can see that this room has a lot of wood paneling. It's quite a reflective surface, so I've introduced some acoustic foam which will help absorb some of the sounds in the room and give me a bit more of a cleaner, drier sound that I'm after, and I can incorporate some reverb later if I need to. You can make it more reflective if you like. Some people do like that liver sound, and you can do that by introducing plywood sheets and things like that and have them placed around the room to help get a bit more reflection. But I guess that the best thing that you want to do for recording the acoustic guitar is get a good condenser microphone, and that'll also work for your vocals and things like that as well. You can get away with one, but if you've got two, it's better. With one, it's not a good idea just to aim the microphone straight at the bridge here, around the belly of the guitar. You're going to get quite a boomy kind of sound if you aim it there. You want to really go for that body join, that neck to body join, which is around the 14th fret on most guitars. You want to have the microphone placed about 40 centimeters from that point. Moving the mic up the neck will remove some of the lower end, the bottom end sounds, and increase some of the high frequencies. Moving the microphone away from the guitar will give you a bit more of the room sound, but you'll lose a little bit of definition. These two mics, as I said, are condenser microphones, large diaphragm. This smaller one here, the SE M1C, is a discontinued microphone, but it's a single pattern cardioid mic. The SE Z5600A Mark II here is a tube mic, large diaphragm, double diaphragm condenser mic, and it gives you a variety of patterns ranging from omni through to cardioid through to figure eight. You generally want the cardioid pattern on when you're recording the guitar, because it's going to be a bit more focused on the sound source, which is what we want. You can go with an omni configuration and capture a bit more of the room and get a bit more of a transparent kind of sound, but you can also lose a little bit of the definition of the guitar, but it's worth experimenting with. So two mics is great. Then you can have a little bit of the soundboard, so a bit more focused down towards the bridge area, and the other one focused on the neck, and then blend those two sounds so you can have them recording to separate tracks and recording in stereo. You can then do things like pan one left, pan one right, and get more of a bit of a natural sound that way. You can also have the mics quite close to the guitar if you're trying to get a bit more of a drier sound, a more intimate sound, but going too close could impede you from playing as well, or you could knock the microphone over. So there's a few different, so mic selection, pattern type, distance from the guitar, room treatment will all have an influence on the sound that that you end up recording. You can add things later like effects such as compression, reverb, EQ, doubling, panning, chorus, things like that will also help you to get a different sound. And if you've got multiple tracks and different instruments or tracks that are competing for the same frequency range, the guitar will benefit from a bit of low end roll off and a bit of boosting at 12 to 16 kilohertz. So just to sum up, the things you want to think about are the pick you use, the room you're recording in and how the walls are treated in terms of reflectiveness or non-reflectiveness, being absorbent or reflective, your mic selection. Okay, so generally a large diaphragm condenser mic with a cardioid pattern is going to work best. If you've only got one mic, aim it at the neck to body joint around the 14th fret. If you've got two mics, one on the neck, one pointed towards the bridge, probably trying to go for around the 40 centimeter distance, but again, you can play with that. Cardioid pattern is going to be a little bit more focused, but you can try figure eights or omni patterns to try and capture a bit more of the sounds of the room. And aim for recording clean or recording dry and then adding effects later in your DAW. You can also do phase alignment in your DAW if there are issues with the phase of the two microphones. Alright, and as I said, if you have multiple tracks that are competing for those frequency ranges, the acoustic guitar will benefit from some low end roll off and some boosting at 12 to 16 kilohertz. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and thanks very much for watching.